How's it going, MasterDuel Central? We're back for another video. Today, I wanted to do my first prediction for the ban list. Now, we haven't had a ban list yet from MasterDuel, and clearly, the meta has been very degenerate. Let me just introduce my friend here, Gerard. He's going to be here with us for the video. So, say hi.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up? So, this guy's been playing a lot. He's been playing some Utopia, playing some Sharks, if my memory serves correctly.
Don't forget the Dragon Links, bro.
And don't forget the Dragon Links. All right. Yeah, so, he's been kind of dabbling here and there in the game, doing some rogue decks, some somewhat meta decks. We just wanted to discuss kind of the card by card, like what should be banned, what should be hit, what's not as degenerate, what's too degenerate. Because this game, I don't know if you agree, Gerard, but I think this game, when it came out, it might have come out with like a bit too many like straight up just like broken decks. I don't know if you agree.
Nah, I agree, bro. This game was wild. Why am I saying was? It's still wild,
is, bro, because we don't have a list.
Exactly.
Bro, like, I just can't believe it. So anyway, we don't want to get too much into it because we'll go into it with the cards. But yeah, like, this game came out kind of broken with the meta. So I do think they need to do some kind of big ban list for the first one before they get a bit smoother with it. So let's just go with the big obvious one for starters. Rongo mini ad. I'm thinking banned on this. I'm thinking like straight up they'll just ban it. What do you think?
Oh yeah, 100% banned.
Yeah.
Like these type of degenerate cards, just enable the most toxic type of play style, prevent you from playing the game. Nah, they got
man. They might be like sneaky. They might go like, oh man, we'll just ban Gossip Shadow or some stupid shit like that.
That actually might help it a bit. But just the idea of this card exists.
Yeah, exactly. It's
just, or how easy it is to bring out. Nah, it got bounced. As it stands right now, it has to bounce unless they do the shadows.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's gotta go. It's absolutely degenerate. It's just awful. It makes no sense that this card even exists in my opinion. Oh, whoops. This card is just too broken. And I just really hope it gets hit, man.
100%.
Yeah. So on to the next card. Oh, actually, and I was thinking of this. We didn't mention this yet. Do you think they're gonna compensate people, like in your opinion, for like if they ban a UR you made? Do you think they're gonna give you the whole dust back? I think so.
I've experienced, with Duel Links and all that, right?
Made you a bit
cynical. You already know, man.
Duel Links made you a bit
Konami's mindset with this game, it's in a strange place, man. It's unpredictable. Sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. Like, it is true. It is unknown territory, in my opinion. People think that they're not going to do it, but I'm 50-50 with this, right?
I think that's fair. I'm kind of 50-50 too, man. Like, Konami, on this game, I've been super cynical at the start, but they've done a lot of moves I liked, a lot of moves I didn't like here and there in the game. So far, I just don't know what to expect with them. So hopefully they would do a fair compensation. And
it's just so easy, right? It's definitely an easy thing to do for them, right? It's just... I just pray to God they just.
I know, bro. If they just they just ban it and they like make you like dust it if you want to, or don't dust it if you don't want to. Like you get 10 dust for it. That would be so BS, bro. Anyway,
be degenerate.
Anyway, yeah, let's go on. So we've got kind of all these cards here can almost go together. That's why I made a section here, untouched if other card touched, because I don't know where you'll be situated on this. Like, if we have Ben 10, Ava, and Herald of Ultimateness, like, which do you think gets banned or limited, or like, how do you feel about
Drytron? If I'm not mistaken, Ben 10 is unlimited as it stands right now, right?
Yeah, currently at 3. Currently at 3.
Wow, yeah. That's insane.
So is Ava. Actually, all these cards are at 3 at the moment, and it's kind of ridiculous.
I would say we have to get rid of Ultimateness. And
you think so?
Because pure Drytron as a deck is actually really cool. Like, by itself without the Ava stuff or the Ultimateness is a really cool deck.
I agree, but I also think
Ultimateness is just so ultimate.
Yeah, but what I think is, like, if you take out the Ben 10 bullshit and you take out the Ava, like Herald of Ultimateness isn't really like worth playing anymore, right?
That is true. It's hard to set it up to begin with, right?
Yeah. So in my opinion, I just think it'd be kind of unfair for the like Herald archetype, if you will, to completely lose their boss monster because of Drytron abusing it. And I think Ava and Ben 10 are just the reason that this card is broken, because this card isn't actually supposed to be like an infinite negate, right? It's supposed to have a cost, but Ava mitigates that cost, Ben 10 mitigates that cost to a point where you like have basically infinite negates with that monster. So
right. So by that logic, then we definitely have to hit Ben. Then yeah, I agree. Leave Ultimateness untouched, but ban Ava.
ban Ava.
Ban Ava. Just get out of here.
And Ben 10 at 1.
Ben 10 at 2.
Ben 10 at 2. Oh fuck. Okay.
Because I don't want to ruin this card, because it does help like other rituals.
No, but to be honest, I think that makes sense, because if you ban Ava, just Ava banned automatically makes this card less of a problem, because that means you're not getting like an infinite amount of like resources for negation. So I think just like this is pretty interesting, but I think banning Ava would be fair. If not, I would have went like Ava to 1 and this banned, but that doesn't change much. They mostly play Ava at 1 anyway. So you just ban Ava. You just ban
Also,
Ava.
I said Ben 10 too, because having it at 1, I just feel like it's like so useless. At 2, it's like reasonable, but it's not as consistent.
Yeah, it's still good at 2. Yeah, maybe maybe it would still be degenerate. We'd have to see. I mean, this is obviously more like our hopes for the ban list. Like, it's probably gonna be completely different, but I do kind of agree with that. I feel like even though like low-key I kind of want it at 1 because I think it's so broken, but I think if you remove Ava, it does like mitigate the deck so much, just makes it so it doesn't have like infinite negates essentially. And I don't think Ava is even once per turn. So yeah, no, I think that makes sense. On to this card.
Oh, that's a ban. Put that in there.
Just
ban.
Instant ban, right?
Just ban.
I agree.
Listen, Konami messed up with this card by not making it like a Union archetype specific.
I know.
Card. I don't know why they thought it was okay to make this card generic. I don't know why they thought they should leave it unbanned in Master Duels. But no, get it out of here.
Yeah.
What is this degenerate with this card? With that, let me rephrase that. With that card, let's actually move on to that right now. Well, should remain untouched, in my opinion.
Just
if
untouched.
If Union Barrier against ban.
I agree.
Barrier.
I agree.
The degen strat only works with Union carry. Like otherwise, you can leave Whelp alone. It literally won't do anything.
Yeah,
you'll
exactly.
see it like some random
Buster Blader player or some shit.
Random silver to gold Buster Blader bring you out.
Like
that's
no
exactly.
Issue
whatsoever.
You get absolutely like some Buster. No, you're right. You're right.
Now Whelp can remain, but Union carry, that got bounced. I blame Konami for that.
No, I agree. I think just by design, Union Carrier just makes no sense. Like, it's such a dumb card. It's basically like a Foolish Burial too. So even if you take away like the Whelp and you leave this in, it literally functions as a Foolish Burial. People use it with Ava. People use it with Block Dragon.
It's just too powerful. I don't know why they thought this generic demon would be allowed.
No, it makes no sense. All right, on to the next card. Block Dragon. How do you feel? It's a search 3. It's recursive. It's at 3. How do you feel? I'll say what I think. I'll tell you. I'm thinking. Yeah, you
tell me what you think.
I'm thinking at 1. I'm thinking 1.
You see, I was leaning towards 1 as well.
Yeah, I don't think we ban it yet. Not yet.
Because Adamantipator's is like a really strong deck,
and it's kind of cool.
Get going. But the thing is, like, it's a very RNG deck.
I know.
That's why I think it's a very somewhat balanced compared to like the top tiers. As cringe as that sounds, considering what they can like bust out.
No. I completely agree.
I think that's like a reasonable hit to Block Dragon.
Yeah.
Once that card gets out and it gets rolling, it's just so hard to stop it, right?
It's crazy, but I also think like it's a very skillful deck to play. Like it's not like it's
absolutely.
It's not like a brain dead strategy.
Yeah, you definitely need brain power, right? Because like I said, it's RNG. You need to work with what you got.
Exactly. You got different lines that you got to figure out based on what you get from your excavations and shit. I think it's a cool deck, and if they remove this, the deck dies. And I don't want the deck to like leave yet. I think it's actually a cool deck. So yeah, I think at 1, it's still really good at 1. Like I mean, it's broken. Like it's not a problem if they have it at 1. I'm sure they wouldn't be too mad.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this is more a card that I think should get unhit. This card is currently at 1. Like it's Pankratops.
I have a question. Can it be searched by any means?
I mean, dinos can search Pankratops. Yeah, I can add it to my hand with Ovi instead of like. But I mean, even though I can add it, like it's very rare that I'll want to add Pankratops with Ovi, because usually with Ovi, you want to
Normally, you have
add
to set
like
up your field, right?
Misc.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta add Misc, like to pop the baby and stuff, or add a UCT to clear, like to go for game. It's very rare that even though you can search it, and you can't search it with Fossil Dig because it's level 6 or lower for Fossil Dig.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's really just Ovi that searches it, or
yeah.
I guess
By
you
that
can pop
logic, then,
Petite.
what you
Yeah,
just said, it could, in my opinion, it could probably go to
I think 2.
3. I'd say between unlimited and 2, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
bit iffy right here, right? It's hard to determine this
Hard
card's
to say. Hard to
real
say.
power
It's
without
really
like
good.
seeing it, because no one really uses it at one. Like I see
Yeah.
some decks use it, but when you have like something like a Maxx C or Ash Blossom, you know, like these type of cards that could just end turns instantly, like there's no
Yeah.
counterplay, no nothing.
I
It's
honestly
kind of
think
hard for Dino Wrestler to shine.
I think in ranked it's not even as good because the reason like in TCG and maybe OCG too that it got limited if I recall is because this card was broken in side decks. Because when you knew you had to go second, you would just side in 3 of this. But like in ranked, you don't even have a side deck. You don't have a game 2 or anything. So if you're main decking Pankratops, it's like a really good going second card, but that's about it. You know, it's not like you're
Right.
guaranteed to go second or anything like that. So I would put it
yeah,
at
let's
2.
talk.
And like if it's fine, then they can put it at 3 next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, you can test the waters with 2, you know,
Yeah.
to see how prevalent this card is.
Because it's not doing
I-
anything at 1. Okay, this
well,
card.
well, my old friend, Grass is 3.
The Duel Links defining meta
If you
threat.
guys played during the Sun era of Duel Links, you would
Oh my
see this
God.
card running amok. And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
free to play. I digress. That's a story for another
It was
day.
so free to play, bro. I remember playing this shit in Shiranui. That shit was broken.
Yeah. Sure knew he broken, bro. These guys.
Yo, I love that shit. That was my favorite meta. Anyway, yeah, I've heard some people say they want this like hit. I'll just say right now off the bat, I don't want this hit. I think this dope.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really see it much. Like, legit.
Yeah.
I've been playing Master Duel. I have like 100+ hours in Master Duel.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
have not seen Grass once.
I've seen it a couple
No.
times, but like it's all been like cool decks. Like I've
Like,
seen
even in a low level all the way to flat, like I just don't see it. I don't know why.
I've seen a couple in gold. Like I've seen a Skull Servant build. Even in
okay.
plat, I saw a Skull Servant build with Grass's Greener. I saw also what's that Infernoid?
Infernoid, yes.
Yeah, I
Infernoid.
saw that playing Grass's Greener
Previous
too.
long time ago tier 1 deck.
Yeah, like, but it's still good. It still does cool things.
Yeah.
There's no like big there's no big meta threat playing this card right now.
Yeah, right now, like, there's no, like, I'm trying to think of like a deck that like really wants to mill hard and
Like
like
Light
in
Swords.
terms of like the top tiers, like, you know, like
Yeah,
tier 1,
no
tier
one.
2. Even,
No
like,
one.
Like, legit, nothing, right?
I've seen no, that's not true. I mean, I've seen the 60 card Eldritch that plays Grass's Greener, but it's just not as good as the 40 card Eldritch anyway. So
Exactly, bro. What?
it's top
like-
heavy. It's just cool. It's like it's kind of degenerate, but like it's just cool. I think this card stays unlimited. Just fine asses. Called by. You were talking about called by.
Now,
We have,
I might get some flack for this.
we might disagree on this one.
Yeah.
We might disagree on this one.
I say put this card at 1. I say put this card at 1. Now, the reason I say put this card at 1 is just based off the meta we have right now. Combo
What do you
decks are just too powerful, my guy. They are just too powerful and too
That's true.
relentless. And what you need to do with those combo decks, you need some degree of, you need to bust out the ass, you know, try to negate their adding power, or, you know, you need to throw out the draw lock. But Foolish Burial, it's just like, I feel like right now it just gives those top tier decks like
Too much. Yeah.
power, and they already like it. I know it's at 2. You rarely see it, but
Yeah.
man, when it happens, you just feel so awful, right?
It's true. It's true.
The fact that it could just negate Ash or, you know, negate Maxx C, you know, it just makes going second like so hard. It's
So
very hard
you-
to like counter these type of decks, you know.
You feel like people who want to play called by should instead like have to play cross out designator and have to like kind of break their deck a bit at
Because you
least.
see, yeah, exactly. Because at least with crossout, you know, you have to like give up something. With Foolish, you're legit giving up nothing. It's just
Yeah. You mean called by the grave? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Called by, you give up nothing. It negates that same card for the entire turn,
True.
and it's just like, and banishes off the top of that. You know, it is just too powerful of a card.
Yeah.
For like combo
kind of
decks,
broken.
specifically for combo decks, and maybe if they're alter combo decks with the ban list, then maybe it doesn't seem too bad. But right now, I think Called By, even at 2, is just too strong.
Yeah, I hate to agree with you because this is like one of the most important cards in Dinos, but this card is cracked. Like it's so dumb, and honestly,
it doesn't clutch so much. Like you already have to deal with Ash.
No, but
right?
I've had some bullshit too. Like if they banish my baby, I can't use my baby for the whole turn. Like it's not just that copy, right? It's the whole card effect. So if it's not a once per turn, you still can't use it for the rest of the turn. So I've had people just called by the baby Ceratosaurus. That shit like ended my turn.
Right?
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, even me, like I get what you're saying, man. When people go in first and you're trying to do your hand traps, especially like decks like Drytron, and here's kind of where I'm iffy on this. If they did hit like Rongo, if they did hit Drytron and all that, then I feel like Called By would be less of a big deal, in my opinion, at least. It's also like a really good counter. It's like a really good counter against Eldritch, which I think a lot of people find annoying. So
yeah, that's another thing. Like it's so good, but right now, man, these top tier decks, they need to be slowed down a bit. Right?
Yeah.
And
yeah, if they're slowed down like we're hoping, then I think Called can stay at 2. But if they're not slowed down, then I agree with you. Called should go to 1 so that they can't just like always do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. All right, so now we're jumping into a deck. We're jumping into like my most hated decks here. So here I have these kind of go together.
Is that again? You can like
Royal
correct me or wrong. Is that like the Exodia cheese type of thing? That's what that card is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Royal Magical Library and Chicken Game are both at 3. Sorry, your voice kind of
oh my bad,
glitched out. Yeah. So the library.
Same band. Yeah.
Just ban library.
Yeah. I heavily hate degen strategies such as that. Like, just I don't care if it looks fun or
yeah. Well, in my opinion, your voice is glitching a bit, by the way. But
that's probably all I do. Yeah.
Yeah. In my opinion, you ban Chicken Game and you put Royal to 1. Like you put the Magical Library to 1. I think that'd be like more reasonable, honestly.
See, I like Chicken Game though. Like
like as an upstart goblin.
Like a card. Yeah, it's just an upstart, right?
I mean, at 3 though. At 3, it's kind of broken. People can play 3 upstart and 3 Chicken Game. That's like a 33 card deck, pretty much, like a 34 card deck.
Right. It's just that I don't really, right now in this meta, I don't really see it that powerful. Chicken Game. The one deck I do see running it a lot is the Pendulum decks, right? Like they're the really ones that are running it, and that they need it. You know how horrible it is playing.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's fine that this card stays at where it is. We have like so many ways to negate this type of stuff, right? I mean, again, it's I don't know, because they can with library, right? Like we have ways to negate it.
Yeah, because the thing is, I think with Chicken Game, the problem is more so because they can run 3 Chicken Game, 3 Metaverse, and then it's like 6 copies of Chicken Game on top of like 3 Upstart Goblin. I think like if you remove Magical Library and leave everything else, I think Exodia can still easily do like their turn 1 shenanigans, to be honest. I might be wrong about that though. Maybe Magical Library is actually better than I think.
Man, I don't play the deck either, right? All I know is that I hate facing it. I will avoid it like the plague if I have to.
Here's what I'll do. We'll do one of the weird OCG moves. So we're gonna like ban Magical Library and we're gonna put like Chicken Game to 2. Like we're gonna even though it does nothing, like we're gonna put it to 2, and then if it's still degenerate, we'll put it at 1 and eventually ban it.
Yeah.
Okay, this card I don't even want to ask you.
Nurse Burn? No, banned.
Banned.
No, you have to tell me
Banned.
that. Nurse Burn? Nah.
Bro, you lose on draw phase, man. You literally draw and you lose. It's like, what the fuck was that game? He like set 5 cards, summoned a card, and I draw and I lose. It's so dumb. It's not even fun. And have that deep draw Dark Lord engine too that makes it so easy. It's so bad.
Just cringe.
Yeah, just cringe. I don't know if you're familiar with the Starving Venom FTK. Are you?
Not really. Does it have to do with like the Anaconda or whatever?
Well, kind of. I'll explain it real quickly. Basically, this card, what it does is it copies another monster's effect. So people will summon 2 of this card and a Nightingale, which is like a Litterlusk monster that can burn the opponent for 500 damage per level that she has. And then you just copy the effect with both Starving Venom, and they have 8 stars, so they both deal 4,000 burn. It's just a FTK. It's pretty consistent FTK.
I haven't experienced this. Honestly, I don't have much knowledge on this card. I don't know how powerful it is, so I'm gonna have to. I think it's
simple.
Let you go on this one.
I mean, you just put it at 1 because like they need 2 copies on the field to do the FTK, so you just put it at 1. Simple as. So that's it for that. I don't think we need to really get into that one.
I have no information on this, but I do have information on this.
This card. This card.
I cannot fathom the devs at Konami who thought it was cool as cucumbers to run this card at Buffy 3, bro.
Yo, the worst part.
Oh my god, hurts my mind.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. Worst part is right after they did this. In TCG, they unlimited it too. It used to be banned. It got limited, and it got unlimited like a week after MasterDuel came out.
Can't be right.
Yeah, like they really want this card to be a 3 or something, man. I can't.
First of all, ban this card or one or ban.
I think 1 is fine. I honestly think at 1 it's just like a funny card. But honestly, I don't.
You know, it's so annoying trying to deal with this card, man. It is actually insane.
Yeah, I just don't like that.
When you're playing on ladder, you're gonna build your deck around like decks you want, 100% that you're gonna run into a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
And these day and age, it's mostly it's Tri-Brigades, it's Drytrons, it's I can't really say Animancipator, but actually you can say Blue Eyes. Surprisingly, honestly, like the amount of Blue Eyes have.
True.
Like you see like all these type of decks, but the thing with those decks is that they're combo decks. You don't really have to run Backrow for the type of stuff.
I mean, Blue Eyes.
They're great.
I mean, Blue Eyes.
I mean, I'm ignoring
right.
Blue Eyes.
No,
whatever.
Yeah, it's like I hear you.
Actual decks.
Yeah, actual decks.
Blue Eyes is a joke.
Yeah.
But those type of decks. And you just, you're vibing. You're having a fun time. You see some interaction, and then after you put up, your monster on the field, and then boom, skill drain.
Bruh.
You know damn well. You only have 1 Harpy Feather Duster. Are you willing to stall that long?
Yeah.
Like, you have
to spend the whole game just waiting to draw your 1 card that removes Backrow.
Yeah, you have 1 or 2. Like, even if you're about to play against like lots of Eldritch or True Dracos, dang well you only have 1 or 2 Backrow removal cards, either the Twister or Featherstorm.
Oh yeah, Gerard. Here's another case for Pank actually. Pank outs Skill Drain because it tributes itself to Papa monsters, and Skill Drain lets you activate. Yeah. So put that at 3. Leave this at 1, put that at 3. There you go.
Wow. Oh my god. That's actually pretty interesting if that's the case, really. I mean, that's actually pretty good, actually, now I think about it.
Yeah, let's put Pank at 3.
But yeah, Skill Drain, I just hate it. Any form of floodgates, I just hate it. I'll ramble for days about how much I hate floodgates.
Yeah, for real, actually, it's banned. I don't even want to see it at 1. I don't even want to see it like as a Saki 1-up.
It's just like
this just shouldn't exist.
Come on, man. You should at least work.
Exactly.
Something like some form of negate, bro. You lose 1,000 lit. The only way I would accept this card if they errata it and make it so you lose 1,000 every turn.
Sure.
I think. And you know what? It's not like Imperial where you stop losing 1,000. You stop losing 700, right? You keep burning for 1,000. You will die with that card if it remains on your field. That's what I want.
Oh yeah.
And then you know what? Then they can bring it back.
To 1. They could bring it back to 1. All right, Time Seal. This is you're probably not familiar with this card.
I'm not very familiar at all.
It's very old. It's like from 2002. This is a card that's been on the ban list for way too long. It's a normal trap that says skip your opponent's next draw phase. So
what the? Keep that ban. Get out of here. I don't care if it's old.
Bro, that's garbage, bro. You have to set it, wait until your opponent's turn, and plus, like, draws barely matter in the game at this point. I feel like this card is just garbage now. Like, who would actually play a normal trap that skips a draw phase in 2022?
I bet you're the only person I know that will ever remember this card, bro. And yeah, you know what? The comments will prove me wrong otherwise.
All right.
I swear to God.
Fair enough. No. You want that shit banned? We're gonna put it at 1. I think it can go to 1 easy.
Oh.
Easy, bro. It skips 1 draw phase.
I'm telling you,
who cares?
Man, Duel Links players will find out. I said Duel Links. That's the Duel players will find a way make some form of cheese with that card. I can
Bro,
already see it.
no, wait. It's not a
They'll
floodgate.
have
It skips
no,
a
no,
single draw phase, bro.
no, James. They'll find a way. Trust me. They'll
All
find.
right. All right. All right.
That just
Well,
sounds good.
we're going to put it at 1. You know, it's a compromise. You want it banned. I think it should literally go to 3 and no one would play it. So we'll put it at 1. We'll leave it there.
Alright, fine.
Drident is at 1. What are your thoughts on Drident? I think like it's fine at 1 personally.
Honestly, I think it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really think it's that impactful over the game.
Me either.
Like, if you really want to nerf like the zoo engine, then nerf the actual other rare cards. I think Drident's fine by itself, but
Yeah.
like it's just that they swing and they go into Zeus. Like
That's kind of dumb, but like they'll do that even without. They don't need Drident to do that.
they don't. Yeah, they don't need Drident to do that.
It doesn't matter. I don't think hitting Drident does anything really.
Like even pure zoo. Like I honestly don't. Like who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I think Drident is fine.
I think
people could prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think it stays at 1. I think it doesn't like go to 2 or anything, but at 1 it's.
If anything, that zoo that can attack directly needs to be banned. That's right. Yeah, you heard.
The one, yeah, because that one makes Zeus way too easy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can ban that card.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But, this card, no. Like,
all right.
Yeah,
yeah. Drident's fine at 1. So Vanity's Emptiness. Have you encountered this card a lot in Master Duel?
Yeah, maybe once or twice versus some Eldritch players. Like if I recall, like you can't use effects or you can't special summon monsters.
Yeah, there's no special summoning until your opponent has a card go from their field to the grave.
Yeah, that's.
I think it should be banned personally.
Yeah, I say banned.
I mean, I think it's just as bad as Skill Drain, if not worse in certain cases, right? This card actually stops Pankratops, whereas Skill Drain doesn't.
You just from the field to the grave. So let's say, for example, like you bust out like a spell card, and if it goes, it's technically on the field, and it goes to the grave. So it breaks Vanity, right?
No, but that's only if the person who played Vanity's Emptiness were to do that. Not if you, as the opponent of that person.
Oh, it's only.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that they can just set up a field, set up a big wall.
Yep.
And stall.
Yeah.
If they want to.
Yeah. Straight
up. Man.
Yeah. No, that's it. It's not like if you have a card go from your field to the grave, like their copy. No, it's
okay.
That would be fair. That would be very fair.
Yeah. But bad, yes. Any floodgates that just slows down the game to like an unreasonable speed. It's already a slow game. You only have to make it even slower.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
turns are already slow enough as is. So we've got Imperial Order here. It's at 1
and
currently.
Also, I don't care. I get this card banned.
I completely agree.
Like I said, floodgates.
Just get them out of here. Get them out of here, dude. I'm so sick of all these I feel like there's floodgates that are more balanced and like are not as big a deal. But it's these that are just like so generic, so blanket statement, just deal with everything. Just I can't stand them.
It's just like I'm okay when I see like like some people summon like their big ass monsters that have like a billion negates. It's just like at least they have to work for it. They have to press and click some stuff at the very least, even if it's like easy combos. But when you see like a Skill Drain, Vanity, Imperial, they just put it up and call it a day. Nah,
just call it a day.
It's just so lame. It's so degenerate.
You're right. All right, so just fuck that card. I mean, I guess
it's
same shit
funny
here.
That pretty much all these banned cards are running Eldritch, man. That will actually kill the ass from the god it would.
Dude, that would. I don't even think it would kill the deck. I think the deck would have to just play for real this time.
Actually, yeah.
Because I mean, Eldritch can do things. There's a lot of ways to play Eldritch, but now they just have to play this stupid like floodgate bullshit. Kaiser Coliseum, same shit. Just ban that shit whenever.
I heard about this card a lot, but I don't know what it does.
Oh, let me explain it to you. Yeah, you don't encounter it that often because it's at 1. Basically, if you control a monster and you activate Kaiser Coliseum, your opponent cannot control more monsters than you. So
wait, so you have one monster, they can't have 2 monsters?
That's it. And not just that, but they can't like go into a link 1 because it would be summoning another monster while you have one on the field technically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really stupid and super annoying to play against.
That is stupid. Wait, is it a field spell? It looks like no, it's a just
no, it's like a continuous spell.
Okay, I was about to say if that was a field spell, man, people would have.
Dude, people would just search it easy. Yeah. People play meta. No, it's not that broken, but it's still. I just think it should be banned. I just don't like seeing cards like this at 1.
Like I said, any types of like cards are just easy, slow down the game. Nah, they ain't bounce.
Just get the fuck out. Okay, this one's for you, man. Gazelle.
Well. My fourth favorite deck, maybe third deck. Now I think about it. I put
Gazelle.
this card on unlimited.
Yeah, I
Let's
agree.
face it, man. This meta,
I agree.
like, even if these guys become unlimited,
Nah. They're gonna be at best they'll be rogue like or tier 2, you know. They'll be okay. They'll be pretty good, but like nah.
Even tier 2 is debatable.
No, I don't even think they'd be tier 2, but like I'm just saying like at best. At best. Yeah, just put it at 3. How many circles do you guys have right now? 2?
Yeah, we have all the circles.
Oh, you got 3 circles? Yeah, 3 circles, 3 Gazelle. Yeah, make Salamangreat great again. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, that's going to be my campaign slogan.
Yeah, for real. All right, let me just zoom out a bit so we can see the whole thing here. All right, Maxx C. People hate Maxx C. They want to see it banned. What do you think? What do you think?
As a stance of the meta, nah, this card is necessary.
I think it's necessary.
You know what? I was flip-flopping around this for like the longest time. As I keep playing, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, God, I hate Maxx C. But then I'm like, oh my God, I love Maxx C. It's very wishy-washy. But in my opinion right now, as it stands right now, after playing, yeah, Maxx C can definitely.
It's polarizing. I think it's just because in this kind of format where it's always best of one and shit, I think like Maxx C just balances it out a bit in a weird way. Where like if you're forced to go second with a deck that's supposed to go first, at least you can draw into like your going second cards and shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why I think Maxx C kind of necessary in a game that's like best of one like this one with no side deck. Miscellaneousaurus. I mean, I think this card should stay unlimited, but I've been hearing a lot of shit.
Really?
I've had a lot of people tell me that they think it's gonna get hit, man.
If it does get hit, I think it would be at 1. It would be at 1.
Yeah, never. But I don't think it'd be banned.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be banned, but it's definitely going to be put. If it's going to get any limit, it's going to be 1, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be 2. It's definitely 1. Because that card is powerful, bro. Have you read Misc, bro?
Yeah.
Have you read Misc?
I almost never do. I almost never read Misc, but yo.
Yeah, I never read them, bro.
I almost never read my own cards, but to be honest, man, this card is kind of broken. I think if they hit this, they would probably put OV back to 3. So,
they're 100 put OV to 3.
Yeah, I didn't put him in the list.
Always get Misc.
But if they hit Misc, I'm like confident they would put OV back to 3.
Right.
And there's a bunch of ways dinos can like recycle Misc, like with the Nemesis keystones and shit like that. So,
oh my God,
like I'm not too worried about it. Even if it went to 1, we'd still be activating it like 3 times a game.
Scythe banned.
Scythe banned, eh? Yeah, I love this card. I fucking love this card, bro.
Nah, Scythe's been
it's just too easy to use, man. Literally any deck can make it.
I just don't like these floodgates.
Bro, it's stupid. Scythe, you literally any deck.
That's just mad easy, bro. How can you even do like?
You literally summon any monster and a tuner, and that's a free combo into a Scythe lock next turn, like for free, completely free. So nah, I agree. Okay, let's just split these up a bit here. We're gonna keep this guy for last. So Toadally awesome.
But I had 2. I wouldn't say 3. Like I say 2. 2 is reasonable.
Okay, fair enough.
I think 2 is pretty low. It's not that powerful right now.
I think it could go to 3.
As a Kragan player, I would love to see it at 3, but
yeah, true.
Like I said right now, I think 2 would be reasonable.
At least that.
Because people can run like engines, right? Like summon it out pretty easily, and having multiple of that, I think that would be like too powerful.
It's true. It could get kind of broken, especially since it recycles itself. But I think if you only have 1, it makes like frogs kind of unplayable. So
not just frogs, but like
no, but I mean, no, I know a bunch of decks use it, but for those decks, like if they only get 1, it's not the end of the world. Like, but for frogs, like you literally need to be able to recycle it, like, and have 2 and have kind of a rotation with your Toadally awesomes. So
I think the power of that card is at 2. I think 2 is sweet.
I think that's fair. I think at 2 is fine.
You can test the waters.
And test the waters. I see what you did there.
I'm pretty sure it's like in TCG it's at 2 at the moment, right?
I think it just recently went back to 3. Frogs in TCG are not doing much, but keep in mind, like this game is about 6 months behind TCG, I think, or something crazy like that. So
they have a different meta, but in my opinion, as it stands right now, I don't think Toad will be that prevalent.
Yeah, I think at 2 would be fine.
Right now, yeah. Like there's so many ways to play around it. Like,
for sure. I mean, a single Omni negate is like not that big a deal anymore. Like, It's
Right.
having multiple of those, like with our big ritual guy over here, that it becomes an
Yeah,
issue.
that's yeah.
Okay, are you familiar with Yata-Garasu?
I've heard about it when I was watching some YouTube
Yeah,
vids, but I'm still a bit
this is a
vague.
classic. I'll give you the breakdown. This card is like part of the first ban list ever. It was banned along with Chaos Emperor Dragon, and basically
I am familiar with that
yeah,
part. Yeah.
yeah. So this card basically used to do a lock with Witch and Chaos Emperor, where Witch of the Black Forest. So Chaos Emperor would destroy both fields and empty both players' hands, but there would be a Witch on the field, so the Witch would search a monster, right?
Right.
And then with that, the Witch would search Yata-Garasu, and what Yata-Garasu does is it's a spirit monster, so it returns to the hand. And when you attack your opponent, well, when it inflicts damage to your opponent doesn't get a draw phase next turn. And then at the end phase, it returns to your hand. But basically, if both players' hands are empty and you summon this card, you win the game, right? Because your opponent's just never drawing, and you're just gonna attack for 200 every game, every turn. I mean.
Oh my
I think
that's just like cheese. But you can like. I don't
it's not good,
It
man.
seems like a type of card that like it's back to like that random ass trap that you were talking about.
Yeah, but like, see, like I feel like at least with the trap, you can play like trap trick and shit. Like this, it's literally like it's a spirit monster. I don't know, man. What deck would play this? Like, I don't think
one would actually play this, and like it just seems like a card that you. I'm pretty sure Konami forgot about this card too.
I think so too. I think like they literally just like forgot about.
I feel like I don't really care what happens to this card. I honestly put it
at 1, just because it'd be so funny to have this like classic broken card be at 1, and no one plays it. I know no one's gonna play this shit, and if they do, well, fuck it, just ban it again. But I just want to see it in the meta. I'd love to see this card be broken. That'd be so funny. All right.
I'll be random.
All right. So
BFD.
very funny.
BAN.
Very funny dragon. Very funny dragon. How do you? I mean, I know how I feel about this card.
Get that ass banned.
Yeah,
like
I don't think, bro. This card is so stupid, man. So
especially
stupid.
the fact that Virtual World
That's so dumb.
can summon this card with the greatest of ease.
The greatest, bro. It's way too easy to make this fucking card. It's so broken.
Absolutely.
Fucking broken.
Nah, that card needs to. That card needs to. There's no question.
That's the biggest thing, right? Like in the whole ban section for us, it's a bunch of cards. A lot of these cards are just cards that stop us from playing. Like period. Like Scythe, Calamities, Rongo.
Like at least for with Union or. I mean, you could say with VFD as well. There's like some degree of counterplay, you can have like some monster
I
negate.
feel like VFD. Unless you have like Effect Veiler, there's not a lot of things that really interact with it.
Yeah.
Or Imperm, I guess. Yeah.
Also, Scythe. There's no counterplay for Scythe. Like if that shit pops, it's unless you have like called by.
Yeah, or a DD Crow. You get DD Crow or called by. No, I feel you. I think especially like in the kind of format we're in, like in a format with a side deck, it'd be more balanced to have these crazy cards that you can side for in game 2 and 3. But right now we can't side for these cards when they just pop up in rank.
Yeah, right. Like it's just so hard to deal with them, and they're so easy to get out.
That's it.
Or that's pretty much it. Really, it's just
free.
They're so easy.
Yeah, they're free, and they just give you games. Like it just feels like once they're summoned, you're barely playing. Like as soon as I see VFD, I just surrender. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother.
Like I said, if any of these cards were more restricted to their archetype, it wouldn't be that big of an issue.
I agree. Like if True King needed 2 True King monsters or some shit, right? Like,
right. Or if Scythe can only you could it will punish you. Like you can only activate artifact effects after you use this card's effect.
Some shit. Yeah, some shit like that. Or
that's the problem. Like these cards, like their effects are so strong, and they have like little to no restrictions. That's the issue.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just like you can shove them in anything, literally anything, and maybe not this one, but Scythe absolutely almost any deck can play it.
All those traps, anything.
All these
carrier,
traps, anything will play Union Carrier.
Rongo,
Rongo is just broken in PK, but it's too broken. Like PK is actually a good deck. They don't need Rongo. It's a good deck. They don't need Rongo.
Like I play it too sometimes, right? I barely summon him. I barely summon him.
Yeah.
Actually, no. never summoned him till this date, even though I have him in there.
They literally don't need him because they're actually a good deck. They're like they don't have to have this broken stupid card that no one else gets to really consistently play. So just ban all of these. And yeah, I don't think there's anything really on this list that like jumps out at me as like not true or not okay. All these bans can stay banned. These cards are
that's definitely gonna be people be like, oh, you could, VFP,
well, that's good.
Require some skill, bro. But they're definitely gonna be some Johns.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's all good. I love that shit, bro. I want to hear it. I want to hear what people have to say. If people don't like the list, just let me know, bro. I gotta know.
Nah, you heard him. You heard people. You heard him.
All right. Well, no last words, I'm guessing.
Nah, bro. It was just chill, ban, BFD, Scythe, please, Konami, please.
Yep. Hopefully we get the fucking ban list soon, man. Like I feel like this season, I think we're in season 3. It feels like we're still in season 1. There's like nothing going on here.
If anything, I just want them to put it. Like they have such an asset, they need to put it. And a ban list will be a step in the right direction.
Yeah, for sure. Just a ban list, take a nice step in the direction of forward would be really nice, and maybe some new cards at the same time would be good. Just something, man. Just
because we had leaks for a while.
Yeah, the leaks, still, leaks, man. I don't know. Maybe that was content supposed to release in 6 months or something. Because it just feels like I don't know. They're just not doing anything with it. So I can't wait. Anyway. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I had a lot of fun. Problem. I thought it would have been so boring to do alone and just like kind of ramble on with it. So I really want to do it with someone. So hopefully we can do this again for the next time, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. This was a blast, actually. I enjoyed doing this.
Yo, sick, man. All right, perfect. All right, well, peace, guys, and see you in the next video.